Be careful who you share with and how you can improve your outcomes. Right, let's get to it. Hello, Will Perry. Welcome back to Keeping the Conversation Alive. And today, I'd like to keep the conversation very alive. So, be careful who you share with. Why would I say that? Well, maybe that's common sense. Well, in fact, most of this is common sense. But what happens with common sense is it becomes so common that we don't notice it so much. So maybe see how this one is. Try this one on for size. So be careful who you share with. So we formulate our opinions often, our thoughts by sharing intimate stuff, by sharing deeper thoughts, darker thoughts, ideas, feelings, reactions to, and especially if you're extroverted, but if you're introverted as well, you bounce things off, ideas, things. Everything off people that you trust, people that you care about, people that you value the opinion of, and these people are going to be like family, partners, friends, and what you want is people to react appropriately. You want people to encourage you, to help you formulate your ideas. If you've got the nub of some idea, you want them to help you kind of formulate that into something that's valuable to you, to expand your thoughts, to if you're feeling something but it's a bit dodgy, and not dodgy, if it's something that's vulnerable to you, where you're vulnerable, you want to be in that safe place where you can have that, formulate that in a roundness of opinion and fullness of opinion, you're sure with that, but this might come from a fledgling, from a vulnerability, a point of vulnerability. So we want people to act appropriately, given tenderness of approach and understanding with our vulnerability. That makes sense. You don't want people to put you down and shame you. You don't want, duh, why do you even think like that? Oh God, why do That's a lovely one. That's generational. That is. Did you ever do that? Me and my sister always, and it's not a kind thing. It's not a nice thing, and it's a generationally unkind thing as well. But it's a funny thing as well. In the right context. So you don't want people to just oh, shut up, or don't think like that. What's the point in that? That will go nowhere. Don't boom, dismiss, just shoot you down. You don't want that. You don't want people to shame you or shoot you down. You want to be around people who support you, who want the best for you, who want to be able to nurture that vulnerability of thought, of thinking, even if they come from a different point of view. That'll nurture that until you formulate that for yourself. And then when you're robust enough to ask, or maybe in that process, when you ask them, they'll give you your opinion, their opinions, but they'll share it in such a way that that's only my opinion. It doesn't matter if it's different. It doesn't matter if it's wrong. It could be wrong for you. It doesn't matter what's right for you. All that. You want to be in that environment. You want people to be like that for you, who want the best for you. Do you not? So maybe it's those people that are going to share the same values with you, not the same values as you, but demonstrate those values of caring and being nurturing and supporting, rather than the ones that will shoot you down. The hunters of the pack, shoot down an idea that's different from us. Oh, that could be a vulnerability. Let's trample on that. What would the impact of that be if you don't currently have that, or you're missing that in some aspects of your life? What would the impact of having somebody that would nurture that, especially that vulnerability, that vulnerable side of you, when you're formulating stuff? What would it be like to have people that nurture that and encourage that and support that? What would the impact of that be for you? I think for most people, it would be pretty powerful, pretty empowering for yourself. So my invitation to you is to raise your self-values, so that you attract those people who have those same values, that are going to be nurturing and value and valuable to you, but also give value and receive value, from you. So that's on a kind of level, rather than one above disproportionately. I decide who gets good ideas or when to be vulnerable. It's like not to be around those people. So how do you get to be around those people where you attract them? So if you're stuck with them, i.e. family, then there's certain things that you can do to maybe change your responses. So so attract better people, or on the other hand, change your responses to those situations. So you can change your response with people that you're stuck with. And that both of those things take growing your kind of level of awareness about this, of what you need, but of how you are and how you formulate these things, how you nurture yourself as well as nurture others. So my invitation to you is then to dive into that conversation. And that's why this is, keeping the conversation alive. Come and take the test. The test is a kind of self-assessment, a quick, really quick, instant response self-assessment in terms of where you are with your self-esteem. Self-esteem is a reflection of one's thoughts about oneself, one's personal value, self-worth. So that's a starting point. Second point is to dive into the conversation. What did you get from this? Message me, reply, whatever it is, whatever format it is. From wherever you're watching this, be it YouTube or Facebook or in the email, message me back and tell me how did that resonate with you? What would the next step be for you? Have you looked at the webinar? Have you looked at what we, the program that we got, the pathway? What benefit can you see for yourself about changing either one of those two aspects for yourself? Many thanks. I hope you have an awesome day. Speak to you soon. Loves you, boyo. Bye bye.